funk, thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, high late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The rain be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo. Well, salute everybody. Salute, salute, salute. Man, boy, I tell y'all are putting me to work today on this Labor Day. Jeez Louise, I'm supposed to be chilling on Labor Day. Y'all got me streaming twice today. Whew. Well. We got a topic for you tonight, y'all. We got a topic for you tonight. I can't believe that I'm even talking about this, but it is what it is. We figure to discuss this tonight, y'all. I hope y'all had a good remainder of your Labor Day today. Like I stated earlier today, I hope y'all got the opportunity to get some relaxation in if you was able to do that. If not, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Because, you was making money or you was doing things productive with what you needed to do. But nevertheless, y'all back here with me again to hear me pod, all right? So let's go ahead and jump into this, all right? Let's go ahead and jump to this. Now, those of y'all who've been following my channel right now, and I've been talking a lot about the behavior of the modern day woman, right? I've been sharing with y'all like different streams and situations talking about the modern day woman. Let me give y'all just a little recap, just to let y'all know what I'm talking about, all right? Y'all remember when I did a stream talking about this young lady right here, who I'm finna to pull up. Y'all remember when I did a stream talking about her? Oh, Aisha. Now, when I did a stream talking about her, right, I was informing y'all that she was set up her clout chasing because she said that her job wouldn't allow her to, wear her clothes that she wanted to wear. Y'all remember when I was talking about that and I gave y'all my perspective about that? What about this situation here? Y'all remember when I did a stream on this young lady as well too? Let me show y'all. Dealing with these good old modern day women and their behavior. Let me show y'all. Just so y'all know where I'm going with this and where we're headed for tonight's stream. Y'all remember when I did a stream on this young lady right here? Matter of fact, I did several streams on her. I did several streams on her. Several. Remember when I was talking about her? And once again, she wanted the clout chase right. And her clout chase cost her job. Y'all remember that? Remember me talking about that? But we ain't done yet, y'all. We ain't done. We ain't done yet. Y'all remember when I was talking about this other young lady too, right? Oh, goodness. I've been talking a lot about these good old modern day women and their behaviors. And when they decide to clout chase, and when they clout chasing goes wrong, right? Let me see. Let me see if I can find her. Because I talked about a lot of modern day women. A lot of them. Where's she at? Where's this other one at? Damn, I can't even find her. But oh well. Y'all get the gist of what I'm talking about, right? These women, they get on here, right? These women get on here and they decide to clout chase on the socials. And I understand the reason why they do it. They do it for two reasons. Like I always stated, but I'm going to reemphasize this again. They do it for two reasons. They do it for the notoriety and they do it for the money. Notoriety and money. These type of modern day women, they love to seek attention. And if they could get paid for seeking attention, that's an added bonus to them. It's what they love to do. So hence, in this podcast tonight, this next young lady is no exception to the rule at all. And I know that, y'all want me to, I know some of y'all women want me to side with this girl, but it's no exception to the rule with her. Same exact situation. When clout chasing goes wrong again. Now, those of y'all who've been keeping up with things that have been happening, right? This young lady, she's been going viral, right? She's been going viral because allegedly a man had assaulted her with a brick. Now, there are different speculations of the story. There's a story to where a man had literally hit her with a brick, like took a brick and literally hit her with it. Had it in his hand and hit her with it. And there's another story that's circulating that the man actually threw a brick at her and hit her with it. But either case, the results end up the same, where this lady ended up going to the hospital and her whole side of the face ended up being swollen up. So we're going to talk about this situation today. And it been trending, it been going viral, and I've been trying my best to just I've been trying my best to wait until the story develop before I start speaking on it, because that's normally what I do anyway. Because sometimes when A lot of people, they just see it as is, face value, and they don't get more information. Then they end up on doing a stream about it. The next thing you know, they end up on reneging on that stream because it's a whole entirely different situation. So I don't want to get caught up in that. So I normally wait till the story develop and develop and develop. Yeah, I normally wait for it to develop and develop and develop until I can formulate my own opinion after I do my research. Hence, this is the reason why when I did my stream earlier today, I finally decided to do a stream about Oprah and The Rock. Even though that thing been trending for over almost 2 weeks, all right, but I decided to talk about it finally today because I formulated all the information I needed to gather on the situation so I could go ahead and stream. This situation is no different. I did my best to gather as much information as possible so I could piece together some things in this so I could formulate my perspective about this. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how this young lady decided to clout chase, so much so where this clout chaser ended up getting her hospitalized. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you the footage of the alleged incident. Now, on this footage that I'm going to present to you today, it's not going to show the actual incident happening, right? But it's going to show the after effects of it. And we're going to see the conversations that's been shared. And there are going to be other footage that's going to happen prior, before the event, during the event, then when she's in the hospital as well too. So we're going to share with that too. And I got some other shocking information that I'm going to present to y'all as well too on this podcast. All right. So if you up, it's 12 o'clock at night, y'all, Texas time. So if you're ready for it, let's go ahead and jump right into it, y'all. Let's jump into this, y'all. So let me go ahead and present to y'all this footage, okay? Now, this is the footage that's been going around what everybody been talking about, all right? So let's look at this footage, and I'm going to give you my perspective about this, all right? So let's go ahead. Let's get this show crack-a-lacking. Move this down. Let's go. Now, on this first scene right here, she was, I don't know, she was at some type of event, whatever. I don't know if this happened the same night. I have no idea. But on this first video, it shows her walking up and she's talking to this younger dude, right? And so she decides to have this conversation with this dude, and she does this to him. She slaps him, walk off, and decides to twerk afterwards. Slap him, walk off, and decide to twerk afterwards. Now, the thing about this situation is that there have been floating speculations about this event. I done heard stories that this is an old video. It happened back in 2022. I done heard that. I done heard that this particular video is a skit. I done heard all type of different stories circulated about this video. I don't have the actual 100% facts of it. All I'm doing is presenting the footage to y'all so y'all can formulate your own opinion about this situation. But even so, right, if this was a skit or if it was true, was this justified in her behavior to do this to this man? Is this justifiable for her just to randomly walk up, whether if it's a skit or not? Whether it's a skit or not, was it justifiable for her to do this to the dude? Was it justifiable for her to do that? Did this dude deserve this? Did he deserve this? Did he deserve to be assaulted by this woman? Because regardless of the fact if it's a skit or not, the fact remains that she decided to assault this dude. Was it deserving? Did he deserve this? They then decide to show off and start twerking afterwards. Now, this next scene right here, it shows her, I guess she's at a club or event or wherever this is, right? Now, after this event, after that, it shows the scene where she allegedly been assaulted. Now on the scene, it shows that as you can see on her face, it shows that her face is swollen to the left, look like it. All right, so let's hear what she got to say of what happened to her.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, fucking grabbed a rock, and he hit me in my fucking face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all gonna do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Man, fuck all y'all niggas.
All right, so in this scene right here, she says that she been allegedly got assaulted by another man. Now, we don't see the other guy in the frame because allegedly this dude, after when he hit her with a brick, he got in his car and drove off, according to what she's saying. Right? But the interesting part about this is that instead of her going ahead and, you know what I'm saying, make sure she called the police and get the proper authorities, right? Instead of her doing it right, she decided to take it upon herself and blame the other men around her, preferably the black men that are around her. Now, I find this very, very interesting. Reason why I find this interesting is that once again, like I started off the show when I was saying that these modern day women they like to go and, you know, clout chase, right? And the reason why they do this clout chasing, right, is for notoriety and possibly to get paid while doing it. But here's the kicker to this. Here's the kicker. When they do these things, right, and it ended up going wrong, guess what they do? They always try to play the victim role. This is the reason why I was showing y'all these people up here. I was showing y'all these people up here earlier. Her, remember the TikTok therapist I did a live about? Remember Aisha when I did a live about her? They, all three of these women shares the same commonality, which is they'll clout chase. Then when things go wrong, instead of them taking accountability and doing what they need to do to resolve the situation, they want to go immediately into the victim role. They want to go on the victim role and they want to blame others. Aisha blamed Costco because how the way she was dressed in. The TikTok therapist was blaming, hell, us men. She was blaming us men because she got fired from her job because of what she decided to do on the TikTok page. Now this woman right here is allegedly doing the same exact thing. She got assaulted by another man, allegedly. But instead of getting a police report right in there and doing what she got to do to get herself taken care of, she decided to turn on her camera, activate her TikTok or IG, wherever account she was on. It looked like she was on either IG or wherever she was at. She decided to turn this on, go live. Then she decided to do a video. And when she was doing that video, she just, instead of her telling everybody what happened to her, right? Instead of her explaining to everybody what happened, she turned her camera around and look at all these black men. Y'all supposed to be protecting me. So we're going to dive deeper into this, y'all. Sour Patch, I see you in the chat. What's up with it? And salute to everybody else who are watching the stream as well, too. Appreciate y'all tuning in. But this what she did. Let's look at the footage again.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, fucking grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my fucking face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Man, fuck all y'all niggas.
Now, the dude in question, he had a very valid question. He had asked her, okay, well, what do you want us to do about it? That's all he asked. What do you want us to do about this? I mean, what is your expectation behind this? Her explanation is that I want you to be a man. Well, educate us men on how we should be a man towards you. What is it that you want? What was it you want them to do? But she never explained what she wanted these men to do. But instead, she blamed them. She blamed them for that. And there's a reason why she is blaming them for this. And we're going to get into it, y'all. Reason why she's blaming them, blaming men for this, is because I did some research on her. I did some extensive research on her socials and everything, right? Come to find out that this young lady is a feminist. Come to find out that this young lady is a feminist. That's the reason why, instead of her doing what she got to do to protect herself, which is called the proper authorities, get the medical attention, doing all these things, and hell, don't even go live to protect yourself. Instead of her doing that, she turned around and started blaming all these men, preferably these black men, saying that they're not doing nothing about it. The reason why she's saying that is because she's a feminist. On her socials, the one that I researched, which is TikTok and Instagram, right? I saw that she posted different videos that's dealing with several situations of her beliefs where I'm not gonna knock on this. On some of the videos that she posted on her, she was talking about black empowerment. She was talking about black power and all kind of stuff. But her main focal point on her socials, she was dealing with feminism. She always talk about men. Hell, a matter of fact, when Just Hilarious went viral a couple of weeks ago, she was talking against Just Hilarious and saying that the trans men or trans women was correct and Just Hilarious was wrong. Which I'm gonna pull all this up in a few minutes because I don't want y'all to think I'm just making this up. I'm pulling all this up. So my curiosity too is that what exactly did she want these dudes to do? Did she want these dudes to hunt this dude down, beat him up? Well, what is it? What was it that she was looking for these dudes to do? Do y'all know that it's several situations to where men decided to be simps towards these type of modern day women, right? and they end up putting themselves to a situation that they barely know about, right? And next thing you know, physical harm end up happening to these men that was trying to be a man that was trying to protect these type of women, where these men end up either being assaulted themselves or these men end up dying, because you'll never know what this other person got. They probably have a weapon and shoot you and you're dead. And guess what's going to happen with the woman? She's going to live to tell the story while this man and his family is burying them. And that's another thing too. Now, I can understand if any one of these gentlemen that's around her, right? I can understand if they was related to her brother, cousin, nephew, boyfriend, husband. I can understand if they had any of them type of roles and they actually knew her, right? Then I can understand her argument, because if you're family, right, if you know each other, then hell yeah, you're supposed to protect each other, especially the woman that you know. But when it's dealing with men that she don't even know these dudes, and she had this expectation for complete strangers to protect her, nah, I don't agree with that at all. I don't. That's like if I was there at that situation where I was there, right? That's just like if I was there at that situation or at this club or whatever, right? And I'm there with, hypothetically speaking, I'm there with Mrs. Urban. We having a good time. We had a good time. We walking out the club, and we just so happen heard this woman hollering and crying and whatever stuff, right? That she turn around and look at me and say, "You need to be a man to protect me." So she'll expect me, while being there with my wife, to say, "Honey, stand aside. It's time for me to put on my simp cape and protect this woman that I don't even know." Now I know what y'all thinking right now, especially y'all women. I know what y'all thinking. Y'all sit up here thinking like, "Urban, I wish you would do that to Mrs. Urban." You'll sit up here, literally push her to the side and go simp for another woman to protect her. I wish you would do that. I wish you would. But imagine, ladies who are listening, right? Imagine your man were to do that, right? This same woman sitting up her fussing and crying, right? And she turned around and tell your man, "You should have been there to protect me. I want you to protect me. You're a coward." And then your man will say, "Stand aside. Let me put on my cape, and I'm finna go chase this dude down. I'm gonna go chase him down. I'm gonna beat him up. Hell, if I got a weapon, I'm gonna beat him up with a weapon. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna do whatever I got to do." So this chocolate woman could feel safe. I guarantee the moment that your man were to do that, I guarantee that y'all gonna break up with that dude. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying about that y'all gonna break up with that dude. Say I'm lying. Y'all gonna break up with that dude because you're gonna look at him differently. You're gonna be like, "I know this Negro did not leave me here to go chase after another woman and her problems. But this is y'all sister, and this is y'all sister expectation." So you might as well say that y'all sister want y'all to share y'all man with her. That's pretty much what she's saying. I'm a single black woman, but since you're married, you got to share your man with me because it's your man's sacred duty to protect me, even though I don't like men, even though I'm a feminist. And that's another thing, too, that boggers me about this is that these type of women, right, who claim to be feminists, right, They're quick to say that they don't need a man, but also very quick to say that they want a man to protect them. So which one is it? Do you not want a man or do you want a man? You can't have it both ways. You can't have the cake and eat it too. And this is the argument where a lot of men are talking about. Is that you have these type of modern day women, right, who have this word mentality that they don't want you to be a part of their life, but however, they want you to be a part of their life. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But yeah, but we let's go ahead. Hear this again. Then we're gonna hear what she got to say when she was in the hospital. All right. So we're gonna run this again. We're gonna run this part again.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my fucking face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Man, fuck all y'all niggas.
Now, another thing, too, is that if you listen to the reaction of the men in the background, I honestly believe that these dudes did not see what happened. I honestly believe that these dudes did not see what happened. I believe that these dudes came out after the fact that it happened. This, once again, this is my speculation based on the behavior of what they're saying. I honestly believe that these dudes did not know what happened. They just came out just so happened after when they happened, and they was just so happened standing there chilling. And she just seen the first person. She already felt violated, right? Which she let me say this too. Let me say this too to y'all. That I don't condone no type of violence happening to anybody, man or woman. I don't. The actions that this person did to her is wrong. Absolutely it is. It is wrong. She did not deserve this. Now, y'all remember when I said earlier, right? Y'all remember when I said earlier, do this particular person deserve this, right? Was it wanted behavior? Matter of fact, I'm going to take it back, take it all the way back. Remember when I was telling y'all this earlier when she went and slapped this dude, right? And I asked y'all, was this behavior wanted, right? Did he deserve for her to do this to her, right? Let me show y'all. They decided to twerk afterwards. Remember when I said that earlier? Did he deserve to be slapped by this woman? Was it wanted behavior? No. He didn't deserve to be slapped. I don't care if this happened in 2022. I don't care if they said this was a skit or not. I don't care. At the end of the day, no person don't deserve another person to put their hands on them, period. No matter if it's a man or a woman. This dude didn't deserve this, nor she didn't deserve this. She didn't deserve this neither. Now, there are men right now who are doing podcasts on this, right? And they're saying that she deserved this. I don't agree with them on that. Because she don't deserve this. She don't deserve to be assaulted. Period. But, however, I have to be real about the situation too. Is that even this situation, like the video I showed y'all, and what we're seeing right now, at the end of the day, this type of thing, this type of attention is something that she wanted to happen because she was clouting for it. She was drawing this type of energy that happened to her. And this is the danger about clout chasing. I honestly believe that it should be a certain limit that you should go. It should be a limit that you should go for your clout chasing. You should have enough emotional intelligence to say, hey, I'm not going to go here with this clout chaser. This is how far I'm going to go. This is how far I'm going to go, period. Period. But there are people out there, right, that they get so caught up with the fame and the notoriety, people allegedly getting to know them, right? They get so caught up with that, right? They get so caught up in getting, monetary value from YouTube, Twitter, or any of these socials, right? They get so caught up in that, right, where they lose their emotional intelligence. They lose a part of themselves where they don't have no limit. They don't have no boundaries whatsoever. And they'll just go to the depths of hell for clout chasing. They'll go to the depths of hell for clout chasing. And then when they get what they bargained for, right? When they get where they sold to the devil for, this is the end resort. And so instead of taking accountability for it, right, they want to blame. They want to do this victim blaming. I blame you. I blame you. Instead of blaming yourself because you put yourself in that situation. You put yourself into that energy. Now, once again, I don't want y'all to think that I'm condoning her getting hit, because I'm not. But the whole reality, some of y'all, right, some of y'all were religious, right, and some of y'all are spiritual. What I'm talking about is on a religious and spiritual perspective. Well, sometimes when you create a certain atmosphere, when you draw that type of certain atmosphere, right, it will come back to you like karma. That's all I'm saying. For y'all religious people that believe in the Bible, right, there's an old saying that preachers say all the time, preferably when they try to take up their one offering, right, and they do praise and worship music. They say this: when the praises come up, the blessings come down. Y'all remember that? They even made songs about that. Now, it is not in the Bible biblically about that, but that's what they say. When the praises goes up, the blessings come down. Do y'all want to know the reason why they say that? From a former social pastor, why they say that? The reason why they say that is because they understand the energy. If you're seeing energy up to the heavens, by law, that energy is going to come back down. So whatever it is that you're praying for, right, is going to manifest itself into your immediate reality. This is the reason why where you see people, they be praying so hard, then they end up giving their money, tithe or whatever. The next thing you know, they end up getting this miraculous blessings, right? It's because of the energy. It's what they transmitted towards each other. It's energy. It's an energy transfer. When you out here clouding, right, during this YouTube time, it's the same as that thing. It's a certain energy transfer. It's a give and take type of thing. It's a karma type of thing. So that's why I advise people, when you go out and clout, I advise people, hey, have some emotional intelligence. Though you don't have to go so far where you want to sell yourself out for this, because it's not worth it. It's not. Hence, in her situation, she got what she bargained for, even though I don't agree with it, but she got exactly what she bargained for, and now this situation caused her to go viral and everything. And which, like I say, we're going to go on her social in a few minutes, but she got exactly what she bargained for, which is that she wanted this clout and notoriety. But let's continue out. We're going to see what she got to say in the hospital. Started right here.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why this man got a brick on my face?" And he's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that nigga get in a car.
I got something else to say about that too. We're in the era of us having phones, okay? We're in the era where we have phones. Reason why I'm saying this is because normally if a situation like that was happening and it was starting to escalate, right? Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna pull out the phone and start recording. Now, through my research, I have not yet seen any other person who was there recorded the event that was happening. I have not seen that yet. Unless it's going to happen later. But since she's going really viral, you would think that by now someone would like, hey, well, I got a different video. This is the video I got. I got a video too. This is the video I got because I was there. But I have not yet seen no other type of recordings of this alleged altercation where she's going back and forth with this dude, going back and forth, and next thing you know, this dude pick up a brick and he's escalated even more. Like, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna hit you with this brick. I dare you to hit me with this brick. Do it, do it, do it. Bow. Then walked off. I'm pretty sure that it would have been at least like one simp dude there, right? If that one simp dude was there and he's seen that, right, I'm pretty sure that one simp dude would have had literally got in that dude, took that brick from that dude and all that stuff. So that's why I'm speculating that the people that she's talking about in question, they wasn't there until after the fact it happened. That's why I'm speculating. And then her story does sound far-fetched by her explaining it.
And all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that nigga get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women? I don't even care about my face because I'm still gonna be prettier than all of y'all niggas because I have a pretty heart.
Listen to what she's saying. That notoriety is a hell of a drug. She said that I don't care about how the way my face was looking because I'm still gonna be more pretty than all y'all. So y'all be thinking I'll be lying when I say stuff like this, where I be calling this stuff out for what it is. That at the end of the day, this is what she wanted. She wanted this notoriety. Because if not, she wouldn't have been going live. She wouldn't have been recording again. Do you know it took for her to, she's at the hospital right now, it took for her to undress herself, get into that gown, while the doctors, I'm pretty sure the doctors assessed her, right, gave her some medication, probably gave her some Tylenol or whatever, right, to numb her pain. Right after she took that medicine, she like, the hell with this, I'm finna go live and let people know. So I can see my face. Instead of her getting the hell off that phone, she decided to record again. For everybody to see, because this is so important to her. It is so important for her to record, and it's so important for her to be the victim. Because at the end of the day, she wants this clout and notoriety. And on top of that, she wants to blame us men for this.
But my heart is broken, y'all. My heart is broken because I would stand up for any of y'all. I stand up for everybody. I stand up for everybody. and nobody ever stands up for me.
And last but not least, she stated that nobody stands up for her. Who is this somebody that she's talking about? Because I know that it's people out there that do stand up for her. I'm pretty sure her family and her friends stand up for her. A matter of fact, before we go to a socials, I know I'm delaying this social thing, but before we go to a social, since she's saying that nobody doesn't stand up for her, right? I want to show y'all this real quick. After this whole situation happened, right? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? The young lady got a GoFundMe account, y'all. She got a GoFundMe account. She got a GoFundMe account, y'all. Kid you not. Think I'm playing? Here it is right here. Her target goal was $25,000 for a GoFundMe. $25,000. She had raised $29,456 and her page is still going. She have not stopped it or nothing. Oh, y'all remember when she said that nobody is out there helping her, right? Guess what? She got help. Let me move myself. According to this, right? Her good friend, Kyra Davis, right here, is the one who's organizing this fundraiser. Her friend put this page together for her. But she says she don't got no help. Look, my good friend Wanda was viciously attacked viciously attacked with a brick by a man she refused to give her a number to. She was surrounded by onlookers who stood by and did nothing to help her, not even call an ambulance. The video is now viral and all over TikTok. Then, Rundia is a single mother and a student. She's a beautiful person who always be there for others. Because of this vicious attack, she will have to manage hospital bills, therapy, and time away from work. And I want y'all to keep in mind this time away from work thing. School and childcare while she healed mentally and physically. Unfortunately, here it is again, playing this victim blaming again. Unfortunately, no one stepped in to help her that night. It would mean so much if we could get people to step up as she helped heals. Kid y'all not. Kid y'all not. And she got people donating. People donated $1,000, $20, $100, 983 total donations. Now, let's talk about this. This thing in particular where it says she took time away from work, right? Let's talk about this. And now we can go into our socials. Now, matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up real quick. I'm going to pull up her socials real quick for y'all. So y'all can see. So y'all can see the socials real quick. Where we at? This one. All right. So I want to share this on first video with y'all with this on social, right? Now, on TikTok, right, there are a lot of people, right? There are a lot of people on TikTok who are talking about this right now. And these people, they're sharing, they're sharing her out. They're sharing, sharing her out and doing all this, different things like that, right? They're showing the incident that happened. They're doing all this.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch.
They're showing all
This is the same
this
woman
stuff
that
out,
got hit in the head by that brick.
Shut up. So let's go on her social. I believe her social is Rio Speaks or something like that. Speaks. Oh, reports. My bad. So this is the reason why I want to take out to her social page, all right? On her social page, it says that she's a junior scholar. She's a former journalist. It had on her, I think she just updated her page, but prior, it had on her that she is a PhD, y'all, meaning that she has a degree. Now I want y'all to keep in mind of this, right? She has a degree and all that, meaning that she's working. Meaning that if she has a degree, meaning that she has student loans. And she's a single mother. So it will make perfectly good sense for this whole situation to transpire because she needed money to pay her bills. That she made this whole situation happen for her so she could get them bills paid instantly. Where she conjured up the universe and made this whole situation happen for her through all this clout chasing. And let's talk about this job. Let's talk about it. Now, those of y'all who are working, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when I relate this to you. At the job, right, every company has what is known as FLMA. If you've been at your current employer for at least about 6 months to a year, depending on your employer, right? Some starts at 6 months, others want you to be there a year. You automatically qualify for FLMA, meaning that you qualify for taking time off. The maximum period of your time off that you could take off is about, I believe it's about 12 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. With FLMA, by law, your company is, once when you get the doctor's work and all this stuff, and the doctor say that you medically unfit to go to work, that doctor will sign that paper off and send it to your employer. Then by law, your employer have to keep you employed while paying you. The only way they'll stop paying you if your FLMA time period is running out. Then also within that time period, if you have insurance, right, through your company, right, and your insurance have what is known as either short-term disability or a long-term disability, right, you could qualify for that, and they'll give you additional money while you're out. So technically speaking, this woman is, if she go through that process of getting an FLMA and her doctor clear that right, she is not losing money. But however, like with every situation, right, it becomes the greed of money when you need it for other things. What that other thing is, I have no idea. But it will make sense that this whole situation that she conjured up, that she prayed to the universe for this to happen, it ended up happening the way. It didn't happen the way that she wanted it to happen, but it ended up happening. A matter of fact, there's another saying, right? Y'all know about the genie in a lamp, right? There's a saying about the one genie in the lamp that Arab people talk about, right? They also call them dingians, right? There's an old saying about them, right? Is that they'll give you 3 wishes, right? But the thing about it is that the wishes normally happen where it causes the person to be in more of a misfortune than to benefit from it. Like, say, for example, you wish that you want to be a millionaire. The genie of the lamp or the dingian will grant that wish for you, right? But however, it comes with a cost. You become a millionaire, but your child end up dying for you to become a millionaire. You understand what I'm saying? And likewise in this situation. She wanted this notoriety and claim and wanted to get some money out of it too. The universe said, okay. And she got it. And this is where she at right now. Now, I want to let me remove myself real quick. But I want to show y'all some of the stuff that she was talking about. Well, I'm gonna share this last video of her clouding in a minute. But I want to share some things with her on her social page that she been talking about. So because she been talking about a whole lot of crazy stuff on here, y'all. Kid y'all not. Been talking about a whole lot of crazy stuff. She been on here twerking. Matter of fact, this video right here was a PhD that twerks, right? I ain't gonna show y'all that, but she been doing a lot. She been having a lot to say, y'all. Let me see. Let's start with I guess we start with this one. Let's start with this one.
So men weaponize respectability politics in the same way that white people weaponize it. So for example, if a white person was harassing a black person down the street and we find out that he's a doctor, immediate outrage. But if he was a felon, we wouldn't even know about it because it's excusable. It's the same way that like when police kill unarmed black people, the first thing they do is try to demonize the victim, the black person, and they try to go in their past and find anything that does not consider respectable to excuse that violent behavior. So we know it's not about the violence. It's about who you're violent towards. Which is why I wanted to discuss why Sukiyana was sexually harassed. Yes, everybody's saying that it's because...
I find that very, very fitting, y'all, that she's saying this after the fact that I showed y'all that video of her slapping this white dude. I find that very fitting, y'all.
Because, you know, she has vulgar lyrics and the way she dresses and the way that she behaves. And I think it does have a lot to do with all of that. In fact, I know it does. But I also want to point out that, like, black women have always been ungendered and over-sexualized in this country since the beginning. Like, even in slavery, black women were in the field with the men doing masculine work, but then they came back to the barracks and had to cook and clean and try to avoid rape from both men, black men and white men alike. So we've always been ungendered, never seen like, oh, you're a woman, you shouldn't be doing this man's work, but always also seen over-sexualized. And there are so many women who have vulgar lyrics and who have a sexual persona, but this wouldn't happen to every single one of them. So for example, Saweetie, who has a proximity to whiteness, who's petite, this wouldn't happen to her. Imagine somebody pulling Saweetie's face over and over and over again and nobody being like, oh my God, save that petite woman. Or for example, Cardi B, who's married, she's attached to a man. I'm sure if that was Cardi B, somebody would have stood up like, no, don't do that to Offset's girl. You know what I mean? But because Sukiyana is dark-skinned, does not assimilate to whiteness, is not petite, and is not attached to a man, that's why it really happened to her. There are plenty of women who have vulgar lyrics who this would never happen to. Which reminds me of an example of like when Chelsea Handler, the biggest hoe I've ever seen thus far, went on Breakfast Club where Charlemagne, I don't know, he might have evolved now, but back then he was treating black women, especially women that he didn't deem respectable, like shit. And when she came on his show, he was respectful, he was kind, he was nice, even though she was mean as hell to him. This woman has made her whole career about being a slut and an alcoholic. She wrote several books and went on several comedy tours about being a slut, yet he never said one vulgar thing to her. Excuse me, thank you.
All right, so I got something to say about this too. about her rant. First of all, is this? I don't know if y'all realize this, but she is not a Black American woman. Even though she's Black, she's not a Black American woman. Her nationality is actually is that she's African. She's actually is Somalian, to be exact. She's a Somalian woman that migrated over here into America. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up to y'all is that I find it interesting that she decided to go with this niche with her channel, talking about, Black American people struggles. Now, I find this very interesting because through my experience with dealing with Africans, right, with pure Africans, through my experience, is that a lot of pure Africans do not like Black Americans, period. They don't like us because they feel like that we are a hybrid of the pure Africans who are over there in that continent. They feel like that we are contaminated. They feel like that, us Black Americans, we're lazy, we're trifling. The women are hoish. The men are lazy. And all these different things. And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm not saying this out of speculation. I'm saying this based on conversations that I actually had with different Africans. I had conversations with Africans that was in Egypt. Matter of fact, I had conversations with Somalian men and women. Had conversations with people from Ghana, Lagos, South Africa, North Africa, West Africa, all over the place. And all of them say the same exact thing about us. That they've been taught through generations that we are not the purebred Africans, that we're contaminated. That we're a hybrid of them. And on top of that, we're lazy and we're trifling, we're no good, we can't treat our men right, we can't treat our women right, all kind of stuff. That's what they say to us all the time. So that's why I say I find it interesting that this woman, this Somalian woman, is talking about Black people's struggles, Black American struggles. Like the way she's doing a credit into a niche. Which this make perfectly good sense why she decided to go into the lines of feminism and colorism with her niche. And in her channel, that's all she's talking about. That's all she's talking about is celebrity gossip. She's talking about colorism. She's talking about feminism. She's talking about, how women are viewed as sex objects, but she is dressing the same exact way of these same Black American women. Like this video I told you about that she's twerking, right? There's all I'm going to show is that right there. If y'all can see it to the far right corner, that is her twerking. That's her twerking down there. She be wearing all these skimpy suits and all stuff there, but have the audacity to talk about that women are being over-sexualized when, in fact, she's sexualizing herself. Have the audacity to talk about that men are abusing women, but yet still she participate in it. And this is what her page is about, y'all. Now she tried to throw some racism in there about white folks and stuff like that. She tried to throw that in there, but show y'all this last video. We finna wrap this up. Now this is after the fact. when her swelling that went down a little bit. Decided to cry. Now, once again, y'all, like I stated earlier, I don't condone her getting hit or slapped or whatever. I don't condone her getting hit by the brick or slapped by the brick or whatever way it happened. I don't condone it at all. I don't. But at the same time, I want y'all to understand the reality of what this is. Like I've been saying. Now I know y'all be tuned into my channel and y'all be like, God damn, everybody, you just be talking about women all the time. No, I don't talk about women all the time. I talk about modern day women and their behavior. The reason why they do the stuff that they do, and I just point it out. Then once when I point it out, I always talk about solutions, how the way you can fix this thing every single time. Because I don't hate women. I don't. I'm not part of no men go their own way or red pill or anything like that. My desire is for all of us, men and women, for us to get along and be able to cohabitate peacefully, where we could get together, spread our loins, and do what we got to do. That's what I desire. But in order for that to happen, we got to address this behavior that's happening. Do y'all know right now that there are women right now, feminist women, who are saying the same thing what men are talking about now? They're saying that they want to get rid of men. They're saying that they want to separate themselves away from men, like they're a separate entity, just like the LGBTQ community. They want to become a whole community. Yeah, I know it's conversations that's happening like that right now. There are certain channels that I actually follow on YouTube for the sole purpose of me getting information on these channels, and they be talking about that. Yeah, girl, that's why we need to separate from these men and just be done with it. Then likewise, there are channels where men saying the same thing. We need to separate from these women. Some of the weirdest crap I done ever heard. But these are the conversations that are happening in the YouTube streets. There are way more serious situations happening in the YouTube street besides you listening to other content creators talking about nothing. Way more crazy stuff. So I believe that when it comes down to it, we got to take accountability. Just like this young lady right here, I believe at the end of the day, she got to take accountability for the choices and decisions that she made. That's where it boils down to. Only way she's going to take accountability for that is for her to recognize the actual power that she held. And I want this to be a lesson to all y'all too. I want this to be a lesson to all y'all who are listening right now, is that you really have a lot more power than what you think you are. You're a lot stronger than what you think you are. This young lady proved it. She flawlessly proved it to y'all that you are more powerful than what you think you are. Meaning that whatever it is that you seeking after, right, that your soul desire, all you got to do is put it to action and it's going to manifest itself. So what happened with her? It may not have manifested the way that she wanted it, but end of the day, it manifested itself. And that same situation can happen to y'all too. There may be a certain situation that y'all been thinking about. Some of y'all who are religious or spiritual, y'all may have been praying about it and stuff, right? And guess what? Prayer is not enough prayer. It's the beginning of the manifestation. But in only way for it to happen is for you to get your lazy butt up and make it happen. You put yourself in a position to where it's going to happen, just like what this young lady did. It's unfortunate, but she put herself in that position to make it happen the way that she wanted it to happen, and it manifests the way that she wanted it to happen. Do y'all know that same situation can happen with y'all too in y'all everyday life, depending on what it is that you really, really desire and seeking? That same situation. Some of y'all worrying about y'all bills, getting paid. Some of y'all worrying about if y'all have children, some of y'all worrying about your children if they all right. Some of y'all worrying about your health and well-being. Some of y'all worrying about relationships. All these different situations. If this young lady right here found a way to tap in and made this thing happen for her, I guarantee that it happened with you the same exact way. But the only thing about this is that, and this part of the accountability and the solution part too, all right? The one thing about that is that you have to be really, really careful about the things that you want to happen. And you have to be real specific about what it is that you desire. You have to make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. Because if you don't do that and you just make it be loose, then guess what? It's going to come back down loose to you. Like how I did with this young lady. So you have to be real careful, and you have to exercise emotional intelligence as well too. That I guarantee that this thing will happen. I don't know why I'm telling y'all this tonight, but I just know that it will happen. This lady is a prime example of it. So other than that, y'all, that is it for this podcast. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this coming. I also did a survey on this topic too, and I haven't looked at that survey lead. I don't know what y'all put on that survey. Let me see. Matter of fact, before I go, let me check this survey real quick, because I sure forgot about it. So I thought about it just now. Let me see what y'all put on this survey real quick, because I did put a survey on here. Hold up. Give me 1 second. They will be done, y'all. We'll be so done. All right, so this is the poll that y'all put out. All right, so on the survey I put out here, the Houston black woman was clouting on the socials and blah, 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 blah. 40% says no, black men need to step up. And we got 60% that says yes, stop clout chasing. To be honest with y'all, even though the votes is low, but to be honest with y'all, to be really honest with y'all, I was honestly expecting it to go the other way, where it's going to be more of y'all that's going to say no, to be honest. So I'm like really shocked that a lot of people voted 60% of this, saying, yeah, she need to chill out. I am shocked. But it is what it is, y'all. But those of y'all who participated in any the poll, right, thank y'all so much for participating in it, because it do helps me out a lot to kind of navigate how the way, I'm going to talk about streams. So whenever I put polls out there, it is for a reason, for real. It is literally for a reason. So thank y'all so much for participating in that. As a matter of fact, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the stream this late night too. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for the thumbs up as well too. Thank y'all. It means a whole lot to me. All right. Other than that, once again, y'all have a great night. Put it into the comments how the way you feel about this podcast too, or do you agree with my assessment of this, or you disagree on it? It don't matter to me. So do what you do. Join me later on this week where, when I be doing my DJing again, which is on Friday and Saturday nights. All right. So y'all tune into that as well. And those y'all who didn't want to catch the replay of my earlier video that I did with Oprah and The Rock, by all means catch that on video. All right. And last but not least, go on my TikTok as well too. I have a TikTok account. Go ahead and go on my TikTok account and check that out too, because I'll not posted some videos on there as well. All right. Other than that, thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all again on the next episode of this podcast. All right. Peace out. Y'all have a great night. Can be, I see you in the chat. I forgot to acknowledge y'all. Can be, I see you in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Constance, Boss Lady, thank you for tuning in as well too. Sour Patch, thank you as well too. And everybody else who are watching in the bushes, thank y'all. We'll see y'all later. Peace out.